Johanna.
Hi guys, today I wanted to show you a insert that I'm working on. So it's a traveler's notebook insert, of course. This is my traveler's notebook in chestnut from Ink Bandits, which I will link below. So the insert I'm showing you today is a pocket page notebook, which is an exclusive design to the Stamp Spot, which I'll also link below. And it is a unique insert because it's a bit like a scrapbook in that it has alternating pages between regular paper and pocket pages, so like plastic pocket pages that you can slip your pages into. So most of you probably don't know, but I am pregnant with my third child. I'm about halfway through the pregnancy, and so this is the insert I've been keeping since the beginning of the pregnancy, just to document the pregnancy and all of our ultrasound scans and stuff like that. So this is my notebook where I keep my kids' inserts. So I've got one for each boy, and then I've also got the pregnancy one in the back. So today I wanted to show you what I've done in here so far. There isn't a ton of stuff in here because I just don't do that much pregnancy documenting. I kind of just do the scans, which is only a couple, and any like cravings and stuff like that so far. So it's only been, as well, early pregnancy. It's the first half, so I feel like there's not as much to really put in here. Anything worth remembering I have been putting in here. So I'm going to show you what I've done so far, and then I'm going to put a little process video at the end of me working on some pages that I did earlier today. So I kept this book pretty unisex, as in the colours. I haven't gone to blues or to pinks because we didn't know what we were having, and so I've kind of just done greens and orange and blues and pinks and like pastel kind of colour scheme, and I think it looks quite cute. I've also included a lot of book page images in here. So the first page, which you'll actually see me quickly do in the process page at the end, I just put some book page and a couple of embellishments. So this is a sticker, a journal card, and then this is a linen that I actually drew, and these are available in my Etsy shop now. I've got a collage sheet of hand-drawn elements. So the first page, I just did some journaling about finding out that we were pregnant. So did some journaling on the left, and then on the right I just put a couple of images, so some pictures of our positive pregnancy test and a cute little image here with some scrapbook papers all collaged over and then sticker. And then I've also just done quite a bit of writing in here, and some of the pages I've just written and I haven't really embellished anything or worried about making it look pretty. I have written on some vintage ledger paper here, which looks a little bit interesting, and just tucked it into the pocket page. On this page I did kind of a shaker pocket, so there's some sequins in the top and the bottom, and I just put this in here for decoration. And on the back, this is our scan. So this was actually the first scan that we had, and I was 9.5 weeks, I think, at the first scan. So I just put a bunch of images from our ultrasound and just did some journaling about almost wetting my pants because you have to drink so much water. On the next page I did some more journaling. I can't remember what I journaled about, but this journal card tucks into a pocket, and I just kind of wrote my pregnancy symptoms in there. And then on the right hand side, this side's the pocket page, and I just fused it a little bit shorter. So I just fused it so that it was a shorter page and put some decorative paper in there, and then this is just like an appointment card. The next page I put a picture of our next scan, which was 12 weeks, the 12-week scan, and I just did a little bit of writing about just about the scan at the bottom. Kept it really simple. And then this is the journaling that goes with that page here. So I've also got like the little form from Medicare, and then I did a page here. This is kind of just like an update page. When I was 17 weeks, I just wrote down a little bit about the foods that I've been craving foods I've been craving this pregnancy are pretty good. It's been like oranges and apples mostly, so that's a pretty good craving to have, I feel like. The next page, I did some more journaling here, and then this is the page that I do in the process video, which is coming up in a minute. And this was a page all about our 20-week scan, which we had at 19 weeks and a few days. So yeah, I'll talk you through the process of that in a minute. But yeah, that's all I've done so far. So you can see that I haven't done a ton of stuff, but it's just enough to kind of document the whole pregnancy. I think that I'm going to do another 12 by 12 Project Life album for the baby's first year, just because I've already done one each for each of my boys. And so it seems fair to do the exact same format for this baby as well. So I was thinking that I would do the whole pregnancy in this notebook, and then I can tuck it possibly into a like 12 by 6 envelope that goes into the album, so that I can keep it all together. But if it gets too chunky, I'll just keep it separately. So that is my pregnancy notebook so far. It's really, really simple, and I'll talk you through my process when I create a page in the process video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy seeing me work in here. And yeah, let's just get straight to the process. So unlike my junk journal, in this insert I am working front to back, so everything is in order. And I have this folder which I keep a bunch of scrap papers in from my scrap drawer. So pretty much everything in this insert has been taken from my scrap drawer. It's just a really good way to try and use up some scraps. And I've just created a little kit for myself in the folder, so that whenever I want to work in here, it's really easy. I can just grab the folder out and I can just start working straight away. So the first thing I usually do is find a piece of paper that's big enough to cover the whole page, especially if I'm working in a pocket, which I am on the right hand side here. So I chose this blue paper, and then I had to get an extra bit of paper to line the edge with the branding still on it, just because I needed to keep the branding on so that it would fit. So I just punched a border into that piece of paper and then stapled it to the edge. Then I'm just going to start filling around with my photos and pieces that I want to put on the page. This is a page all about our ultrasound when we had our 19-week ultrasound. So in this paper bag I keep some journal cards and images that I use to embellish the pages. And I have like a receipt from the ultrasound and a little potty shot of the ultrasound to stick on the page. And then I have a couple of photos, one of my belly with my shirt lifted up, and one just regular with my shirt down. You can't really tell that I'm pregnant just yet, but so just to document my growth. And I put one picture on either side of the journal card, so that when you flip it up you can kind of see when my shirt's down and when I lift my shirt up, so you can see a tiny bump, but it's nothing too obvious just yet. The little doily that I used, which I'm going to put some journaling on, is a vintage linens pack from my Etsy shop, but it's actually one that I've drawn, and same with all of the linens that you can see on the left hand side. So I've just been loving the look of them, and I really wanted to draw some designs myself, so I did that and it was really fun. So my process is really, really simple. The size page is really quick, which works really well for me. I do have a lot of books happening at once, so it's kind of nice to have just a notebook to work in for something like this where I don't have a ton of stuff to put in it. So I'm just adding a couple little flaps with washi tape, little tip-ins. So one says today is the day, and the other one has the photos on it, which I just put along the top, along the bottom of the page, and that doesn't affect the pocket page function at all. And then I just added some journaling about the ultrasound, how the baby was hiding a little bit, so it was a little bit hard to see if we were having a boy or a girl. but it does look like it might be a girl this time, but I'm not relying on that. But I pulled out these little alphabet stickers and wrote halfway on top of one of the photos. And then I'm pretty sure that's all I do on that page, and then I go to the front. This is the only other place that I had to finish up and fill in. And just super quickly, I put some book page, children's book page on the blank page in the front, and one of my hand-drawn linens on the inner cover. And then I just embellish the page ever so slightly. I don't add any writing or anything yet because I think I'm going to wait till I know, probably till after we have the baby, and then I'll fill in the baby's name and all that kind of stuff in the front page. So that's the process. Super quick, super easy. It's pretty much what I do every time I fill out a page. And yeah, it's a really quick way to document the pregnancy, little bits and pieces here and there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the process, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.